What's up, Grand Force gamers? Falcon here with another Street Fighter Duel video. One of the first questions that players have when they first start playing Street Fighter Duel is how do I get those powerful Infernal and Master Faction fighters like M. Bison and Trendy Cammy as a free-to-play player? The short answer is a feature called Divination. Here's how it works. If you invest your diamonds wisely, you can actually get yourself an Infernal or Master Faction fighter pretty quickly, and acquire the copies needed to awaken them to triple S, all without spending any real money. There is a bit of uncertainty around when exactly you unlock Divination, but we've confirmed that you do not need to put any money into the game to get it. For most players, it seems to unlock after Chapter 15, sometimes sooner. If you've completed level 1540 and you still don't see the Divination option, you may need to raise your VIP level or your Mastery level, or possibly bring a fighter to triple S in order to meet the conditions. Just keep playing the game and it will unlock naturally. Once unlocked, Divination can be found in the Draw menu. At the bottom right, you can toggle between the standard fighter draw or Divination. You can do a single pull for 500 diamonds or 10 pulls at once for 5,000. You'll occasionally get Divination scrolls from in-game events, which allow you to get one pull for free. You can see a preview of some of the rewards we can get floating on screen here, and the picture of a fighter on the gold cards. If you click the small eye next to the draw title at the top, you can see the probabilities for each reward. The 30,000 diamonds looks appealing, but your odds of getting it are 1 in 10,000, so don't count on it. Things like mythic gear are great rewards too, but again, the probability is low. The only reason this process is worth the diamonds is the fighter. As you can see, we have a 2% chance for a single pull to be the fighter, so every time you do a 10 pull, you have a 1 in 5 chance to get a copy of the Infernal or Master Faction fighter of your choice. In order to make that choice, you can click on the icon at the bottom left. This is where you decide which hero you want. Technically, you can select a fighter from any faction for this, but choosing a Wind, Fire, or Thunder faction fighter would be a huge waste of diamonds. If you do want to shoot for a specific hero from a standard faction, there is the Choice Recruit option, which guarantees that the next Triple S tier fighter you pull will be the one of your choice. The number of times you can do this depends on how far you are in the game, and it resets monthly. If you want copies of any Wind, Fire, or Thunder fighter, Choice Recruit is the right place to do it. Instead, you'll want to use Divination to start getting copies of your most wanted fighter from the Infernal or Master factions. Who you select is entirely up to you, but I recommend M. Bison first. He has proven to be one of the most versatile fighters in Street Fighter Duel, and he excels in every game mode. As the most important character in the game right now, you can justify pretty much any investment into him. Bring him to at least double S so you can unlock his fighting spirit. At plus 20, he'll provide a 20% damage boost to the whole team. I've also started working on Jen, who has some of the most interesting skills in the game. He swaps between 2 different fighting styles in combat, each with a unique skill set, and he creates a ghost copy of himself which can deal damage with its own skills or soak up hits for your team. I'm excited to introduce him to my lineups. I could go on, but there's a good chance that the best fighters to use your Divinations for will be brand new ones that haven't been released yet at the time of this recording. The developers will always want to push the newest fighters. Trendy Cammy is a perfect example. She was just released and already looks to be a top tier fighter, and Akuma enters the ring in a few days. So make sure to stay tuned to the most recent Grind Force Gaming videos. We'll keep you up to date on which fighters are performing well in the current meta. Ultimately, how you use or don't use Divination is entirely up to you. Don't let anyone judge you for the way that you want to play the game. Use whatever fighters you're most excited about. As a free-to-play player, you can use Divination to start filling in your roster with these hard-to-get fighters. I would recommend sticking with a single fighter in Divination until you level them up to a benchmark of either double S or triple S. At double S, you unlock a fighter's exclusive fighting spirit, and at triple S, you unlock their garage and vehicle abilities. Nova and Datskat just posted a great video on which fighters to bring to double S versus triple S, and who to prioritize. I'll link that in the description. At this point, you might be wondering, what's the best use of my diamonds? Standard fighter draws or Divination draws? That's actually a very interesting question, and I think this might be a topic that deserves its own video, with input from all 4 of the Grind Force Gaming guys. For now, I will say that Divination and standard fighter draws are both very important, and most players should split their diamonds between them. How you choose your ratio of Divinations to fighter draws will depend on your roster and where you are in the game. Personally, I've been focusing a little more heavily on Divination, with plenty of standard fighter 10 pulls sprinkled in. Putting work toward those Infernal and Master Faction fighters is important, but so is maintaining a steady stream of fodder and rounding out the standard fighters in your roster. That wraps up my video on Divination. Make sure you take advantage of this feature to start leveling up the high-value hero of your choice, and let us know down in the comments which fighter you'll use Divination to get first. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the Grindforce Gaming channel for more like it. Thanks for watching.